my friends, 25,000 of these today's specials have already been spoken for. This is from Totally Bamboo, and when this was not a today's special, these cutting boards would sell out every single time Carrie Mileto would come out here, and I was like clawing to get these into HSN today. This is the first time we're doing these. These are Totally Bamboo. On the front, first off, the entire cutting board is in the shape of whatever state you're going to choose. There's Texas. I'm holding up Arizona. This is my home state. On here, laser etched into this is gonna be states and cities and little fun, landmarks that are in there. All the major roads that are in there. Look, there's Phoenix, that's my home. There it is. Oh, there's Wickenburg, there's Surprise, there's Gila Bend that's in there. You're gonna get this beautiful cutting board. On the front, it has all of these. Maybe you wanna do a beautiful charcuterie board. Maybe you just wanna hang it to make it art. On the back, it's smooth, so it's a real functional cutting board that you're gonna be able to use. But for the first time ever, you're getting the cutting board, which is over a $30 value. And take a look down here. You're also getting 4x4 coasters. So you're getting 4 of them, and when you put the coasters together, they also make the state. You're gonna get a little holder for your coasters as well. We have never done this configuration. This is completely exclusive here to HSN. These, we're gonna read some of the reviews a little bit later. Free shipping. You get a little hang tie, a little leatherette if you wanna make this, for storage or art or anything. I believe, Angela, make sure I'm not misspeaking. As of right now, I have all my states available. Okay, off the top, I'm gonna tell you Idaho, New Hampshire, Utah, Vermont, North Dakota, Wyoming, and West Virginia. Ears up, those are getting very limited. $24.95, free shipping. It's under $5 to get this home on a FlexPay. 844181, Carrie Mileto.
Good morning.
When I say, I don't even know the last time I've said 25,000 of anything has sold since a launch at midnight.
It's incredible.
I think it's because it's personalized, it's emotional, it's functional. Yeah. We live here in Florida, but I can't run to the store in Florida and get something that has, Texas on it or something.
Yep.
What makes these so special, do you think?
I mean, it's a couple things, but I think first and foremost, a state is personal. We live there, we've, have so much memories there. We have places we've lived, places we've visited. Maybe it was where you got married or you honeymooned. Maybe it's where most of your family is, but you live somewhere else because of work. It could be so many things, but again, it's personal because as you look at this, the nostalgia just flows, right? So if you're an Ohio person, you go, yes, oh my gosh, look at, they even got the little horse and buggies. They've got Newark there. We've got, what are we seeing here? Arlington, it's Upper Arlington, Columbus, going through Lancaster. We've got state parks on here. We've got state birds. We've got, trees. We've got, if it's Florida, which is my state I was born and raised in, we got little alligators. Of course, we've got Disney World. It's all those things that you go, yes, that brings me right back to home. So maybe you're still in home, or maybe you live somewhere else now. I love that you can also get multiples of these. And that's the other reason I think these have been super popular, is because these are a great gift. If you have someone that is really hard to buy for because they just have everything, or you're just not real sure what they're gonna like, everyone loves their state. And this is a really, I say this is an up your ante piece, because as you were saying, Tina, on one side it's a cutting board, so I'm just gonna sit here and cut my lemon, and of course we're looking at some beautiful just ideas of how you can use this. And remember, you're not just getting the board this time, you are getting the coasters. And the coasters actually put together the state. I love that, when you're at parties, a lot of times with wine, we always get those little charms we put on our wine glasses so we know which one's which. Well, this time you could know because each coaster is gonna tell you which one's which, because each coaster piece is different. So oh, that's mine. Mine's on, if it's
I'm Phoenix, you're Tucson,
whatever, like which one's which. So here I'm gonna use it as a regular cutting board. So if I was doing it like this, I'm cutting my lemons, great. This is a fantastic, highly durable board, but maybe I'm gonna take my lemons off, I'm gonna flip it over. I'll put my lemons and my lemonade over here. Come back to this in just a second, but I flip it over, and now I can start doing my charcuterie here, because everyone could do a white plate, or a lot of you probably have done this. You just take it right out of the package and you put it out on the table. Like, don't do this. We're gonna give you something beautiful. So take it out of the,
I take it out, I presentations, all about presentation.
Exactly. And so this is gonna really help you if you're that person that goes, I'm just not so creative, I need help. Great, this board is gonna do it for you. Look at all the talking points, because as the food disappears, people go, what is this? And it really looks beautiful. Like I just went to a restaurant that served me on a cutting board, but it didn't have etchings on it. It didn't have, you know, anything else. So taking it like this just goes one extra level of beauty and one extra level of talking points. I always laugh because I'm like, hey, some of us are really great at parties, like jumping in there and getting conversation going, but sometimes we have those family members or those friends and you're trying to get it going. The minute you put this board on the table, people go, wow, what is that? It starts a conversation. Everyone starts talking about the different cities, the different places, and as the food disappears, it like reveals itself.
Not only, I mean, we were just talking about this board this morning. I found out that my favorite coordinating producer, Nicole, she's from Ohio. I would have never have known if we hadn't just kind of been talking about the boards and whatever. I was like, you're from Cleveland, girl. I was, you know, you just, like you said, it's a conversation starter.
Yes.
Here are those 4 coasters. I wanted to remind you that you also get like a home for the coasters.
Yes.
So it's like a little holder. So when you're not using them, they go in here. But see, here's the 4 actual functional real coasters. And then when you put them together, they make the state again. So then you have Texas all together that's in here. You get the cutting board, you're getting the 4 coasters, you're getting the home, the little coaster holder that's in there. So the board itself is about $30.49. So basically what we did is we took $5 off and we're adding coasters in there for the very first time ever. One of the reviews, it's a customer pick when we had just the board, she said she bought 20. 20 boards. So and when I read that, I was like, oh my gosh, this person bought 20. And then I started thinking about, I was born in, you know, my hometown, I still call it going back home, I'm going there in a few weeks, is Arizona.
Yes.
But then I moved to Kentucky and I met my husband. I was a morning anchor in Kentucky, so now Kentucky has a special place in my heart.
Absolutely.
Now I live in Florida, that's where my son was born.
Wouldn't
it be really cute if I got like 3 boards, you know what I mean, from our family journey, one for Arizona, one for Kentucky where I met my husband, one for where my baby was born. Whether it's a gift, you know, whether it's art, it's functionality, whatever it is. By the way, if you're thinking, oh my gosh, this would be a great gift, maybe I'll get it later, closer to the holidays, this is the only planned Today Special that we are doing this. And when I say 25,000, this is a Today Special that will not last. All my states are available, but we're getting very limited. I know of hundreds and hundreds of you trying to get this on the phone. Highly suggest going to hsn.com or the app to get your state multiples. Don't be like, I'll grab a few states now and I'll come back later, because I'm not sure that these will be here. When they were just the cutting board carry, they would sell out.
Every time. And it was, you know, the day could be just like a normal day, but then all of a sudden these boards, everyone would come up to me in the hallway. Everyone would be like, I have friends and family members, and even started yesterday, people were texting me and saying, oh my gosh, I got one. Oh my gosh, I got one. So this is a really, here's the thing. You can totally put this away for your Christmas and July. You could put this away for, if you know someone's gonna be moving and like you need a housewarming gift. If you have a college student that's gonna be going to college, like maybe they're gonna go to California for college. Okay, get them a California board, make them a really cute gift basket and put, you know, some of their things they're gonna need for school in there. And they're getting the coasters too. Now this is gonna come in a box together, but I do wanna make a point of saying this can be a gift given together. It's beautiful like that. It's a package like that. You could send it right to someone like that, but you could also separate them out and make this 2 gifts. And for the price point, I mean, even if someone just got the coasters, they'd be like, wow, this is beautiful. If they just got the board, wow, this is beautiful. I would no doubt go to any craft show and see this there and be like, I'd pay 40 bucks, 50 bucks, easy, just for the board itself.
Maybe you went on vacation. Maybe your grandmother lives in, you know, Ohio, but she grew up in Pennsylvania and speaks highly and fondly of times that she remembers back when she was little. Grab her this. Let her use it as wall art. It comes with a leatherette that you can just hang it, and it could just be wall art.
Absolutely.
It could also hang as a place to be when you're not using it as an actual functional cutting board. So one side, again, smooth. You're gonna use it, cut your onions, cut your fruit, do all the things. Other side, laser etched. And again, oh, that's what's, do you know who Sarah Tim is from?
Yes, of course.
DG2?
Yes,
She was saying on Pennsylvania, where she I don't know which one it is. She says, my tiny little town is never
there?
on anything. She almost was like in tears. She was like, I'm gonna get Pennsylvania because my tiny little town is finally represented.
Yes.
Because tell us how these came to be.
So, here's how it all started. So very small company. So I think what's really exciting about this is, you know, out of San Marcos, California, Totally Bamboo was 5 people at that time, took different states, and then they went to people who lived in those states to actually make sure that they were representing that state properly, getting the right attractions, getting the right things. And this is Joelle right now, actually, who is our designer. And she's the one that's responsible for putting all these cute cities, states, and attractions. So once we've collected the information, then it was organizing it in a really fun way. And look at this. This is the laser etching.
Wow.
So I had never seen it done before until I saw this footage. I went, what? This is so cool. And when it's laser etched, that means it's underneath the bamboo, right? So it's kind of like, and when you get it, you'll feel that it's kind of just really underneath it. So it really kind of protects that etching, you know, as you're using it. And I would not, it's not that you can't cut on this side, but I wouldn't cut on this side. I would always turn it around, cut on that side. Yeah. It's less marring propensity, but of course it can get scratches over time as you're cutting and doing things. So keep this side beautiful. Keep, you know, that front side that you're looking at, like that New York side, beautiful. And that's great for charcuteries. It's great for desserts. It's great for if you want to do a s'mores board, if you want to do just anything really cool that you want to have those talking points. Okay, we're looking at Albany. We're looking at Syracuse. We're looking at all the different areas of New York. And I think do you see the Finger Lakes on there? Yep, there's the Finger Lakes.
Is my finger over Finger Lakes?
Your finger's on Finger Lakes.
Sorry, Finger Lakes.
So, you know, my husband and I drove up there. We went to the wineries up there. We had a beautiful time. I remember being out by the water and like really just like enjoying seeing that for the first time. And like, you know, so maybe it was a great vacation that you want to remember. If you have photos, could you imagine putting the photos around it and hanging it on the wall? It could be your travel wall. It could be, as I was saying, putting it away for gifts for people that you know that are buying houses, people that you know are really hard to buy for. Maybe it's your guy who's like into barbecuing and needs like a really cool board or something like that. Put some barbecue spices with it. We have our one, I think it's over there in the kitchen set, but we put some like aprons and kitchen spices. And sure, yeah, let's show a couple gift ideas in a minute here. I'll pop over. Come with me. Because and like here's California up on the wall actually. So when I was talking about doing ideas with pictures, this is how you can take it and make a really cool decor idea out of it, right? So we just took the lines and those are the different areas. So maybe that's your actual pictures that you're putting up there. So it would be so fun to be like, that's my travel wall. In which case you should probably get a few states because it could be the ones you really love or the ones you go back to. And then I'm gonna head over here to our barbecue area. And so gifting can be so great with this because sometimes you don't know what to get someone. So I love doing gift baskets because you can just get a couple little items and everyone loves a gift basket. So this one we just put Tennessee in here with some spices and we put some aprons in here and some grilling ideas. And then there's the coasters right there with it. Amazing gift. So again, when you're not real sure what to do, everyone loves their state. Everyone loves the nostalgia.
I'm just reading all of these. I don't want to make a big mess. Actually, really quick, Carrie, I want to come back and show these spreads. I'm going to have Angela give me, let's do right now, Angela, the top 3 states with the least amount, because I want to make sure that I don't want anyone to miss out. If you can give me a quantity update and which states, because I know I have a few that are getting down well below. Arizona, less than give me the ones that are like 50 left, 40 left, like double digits. New Hampshire, 50 left of New Hampshire. Rhode Island, 40 left. 40 left in West Virginia.
Wow.
Think about this. I said 25,000 sold since last night.
Yes.
So if you're like, oh, there's 40 left. These are going extremely fast. I know I have, you know, probably 2 handfuls of states that are down in those double digits right now. So as of right now, oh, by the way, I forgot we have Alaska.
Yes.
We have the Hawaiian Islands. We have Long Island as its own, Puerto Rico. Oh, I honeymooned in Puerto Rico.
Oh, there you go. Wouldn't that be cool?
I've got so many that I could buy that have memories and special places in my heart. And we were talking about a lot of places, you know, maybe Oahu doesn't always get its own, you know, special board.
Absolutely.
You're like, what? That's my place. Or I vacationed there.
Well, I laugh about Long Island, and Long Islanders out there, you know what I'm talking about. My family's from Long Island, so yeah, we got Long Island over here. Long Island is its own place, right? Every time it's like, oh yeah, well, we're kind of part of New York, but not really. So it's kind of like Long Island has its own, and it's actually a really big board, you guys. So Long Islanders out there, get your board, get that one. And yeah, Puerto Rico, the Hawaiian Islands, Alaska, these are times, a lot of times you don't find those boards. And to your point, I, travel in and out. I live in Atlanta, Georgia now, so I go back and forth from here in St. Petersburg, Florida. And when I was at the airport, Totally Bamboo has in some places that you will find, but guess what? You'll only find it in that place.
Right.
You can't be in Florida and buy Arizona.
Right.
You can't be in California and get New York. It's just not gonna happen.
You're not gonna get the coasters, the holder.
That's right.
And the cutting board. I think, Angela, give me again, I think we had a last call on a few states.
Uh-oh.
Pennsylvania and Ohio are in my last call quantities. Sarah Tim, I hope you're watching. You grabbed your Pennsylvania girl. She was eyeballing this when she saw it in the hallway the other day. She's like, when is that today's special? Pennsylvania, Ohio, I would, if you are the kind of person that usually calls in to make your orders, I'm gonna really, really urge you, girlfriend to girlfriend, to please go to hsn.com or download our free app, because we have hundreds of people trying to order on the phone right now, and there's a there's a hold. In order to jump to the front of the line, you make sure that you get your Pennsylvania, you get your Ohio, you get your West Virginia, you get those last call states. hsn.com or the app, you put in 844-181. You find your state, you put it in your cart, multiple states, whatever it is that you need, put it in your cart and check out. That's the only way to secure it. What you'll get is the state that you choose in your cutting board, and you're getting 4 4x4 coasters. Now the coasters separately, right? So you'll know I'm the one that's the Lone Star State. I'm the one that has the Texas on it. But when you put them together, like a little puzzle piece, it then again makes the state. When you're not using the coasters, it has a coaster holder.
It does. And you know what I love about the coaster holder, by the way? That's where you can put your wine bottle. So if you don't want your wine bottle rings to show up, you can use it, because again, bamboo, if you're not aware, it's not really wood, it's a grass, and it's just completely sustainable. So I love that we're using that. By the way, that's the box it's coming in, and I should grab that too for when we come back here.
Yep.
It's beautiful. This is not even, you're gonna go, how for $24.95?
Look at this presentation.
Look at this presentation. So I'm gonna pull that out. So, that's looking at Wisconsin right now, beautiful. But you're gonna get it in this gorgeous box, okay? And so if you're sending this to someone, look at the presentation when they open it up.
For $24?
For $24. So that's,
no way.
You would go, I would go to a store and totally spend $50 for something like this and be like, sure, no problem, at least. I mean, like, for the coasters and
Yeah.
So.
Can I tell you, our director, Daniel, he said, I bought mine. It was the same price, but I didn't get any coasters. Daniel, grab another one today to get the coasters.
Share your other one with someone else.
And I'll tell you, I pulled some of those reviews of everyone that bought it when it was without the coasters, right? And it was a customer pick, as just said. From Texas, the 2 people I gifted them to can't stop talking about them. They will be on my go-to gift list as long as they are available. From New Mexico, quality is fantastic. Great way to remind them, no matter where you roam, you're always loved back home. Oh my gosh, that was in a review. Texas is the one that said purchase 20 for upcoming birthdays, anniversaries. We'll purchase more for Christmas gifts. The states are getting limited. Reminder, Carrie shows us how it's on a wall. It's in a gift basket.
Yeah.
It's by the way, did you know what you could do at HSN?
Yeah.
I can buy the Today Special.
Yeah.
I can get the free shipping and handling, and I can ship it direct to somebody else.
Yes,
So
I love
if
that.
my parents are in Arizona, I could ship them the Arizona one. My in-laws are in Kentucky, I could ship them the Kentucky one, and then I pay for it. I get the free shipping,
right?
But it's a present for them.
Because listen, if you go online and you try to get something like this from like a gift shop thing or something like that or whatever, you can easily spend $12, $14, $15 in shipping like all day long. That can happen, of course, because look you saw how generously sized that box is, right? So, but guess what? I see that and I go, not getting it, okay? So that it just becomes expensive. So being able to do it like this for an incredible deal, but also the free shipping and handling, oh my gosh, yes, get that. And it is Christmas in July, by the way. It is so crazy, right? It happens so fast.
West Virginia just sold out.
Okay.
Okay, so as of right now, I do not have any more West Virginia.
Okay.
First off, great shopping early, fast, to grab them. When is my next sell-out state, Angela? Rhode Island is on the cusp of a sellout as well.
Okay, okay.
When I literally say 25,000 of these have already sold, and it is our today's special. It's our one-day value. This is what we do. You're getting the coasters, you're getting the cutting board. Make sure if you're even on the fence about getting a different state or multiples of a state, do not wait. When I want to make sure you're happy if it's a gift, and all of a sudden you're like, oh man, I should have got it. I really wish my mom would, get this one or that one. What sets us apart, you were talking about going online and what is on, like that is etched in this is so personal. Like when you said they really did their research and what really makes a state at state and what those local people would say should be represented on their states. Absolutely,
yes. And like I'm looking at Georgia right now, so I'm in Georgia, which Georgia for me is a second home. I'm born and raised in Florida, but when I looked, I'm in Fayetteville, which is next to Peachtree City, and it's Peachtree City. A lot of people know it's a golf cart community and all that sort of thing, and then but next to it, Fayetteville, I was like, wow. They even put Fayetteville. So it's like, listen, are all the cities on there? No. So I want you to have expectations properly, but you can look online, you can see. But what we tried to do was to take all of the attractions, the really well-known things, like Sarah, was talking this morning earlier, like, wow, you have like this state park or this kind of thing. And again, it reminds you of trips. It reminds you of times you were there. It reminds you go, yes, that's my state flower, that's my state animal, or that's a really cool thing about my state, like, because of course Florida alligators, like, so I laugh, I see the little alligator, I go, that's Florida, and even the boars are on there, which is hilarious. So it's like, we know in Florida, the boar is the funny thing, right? We do have boars running around. So, it's great to kind of see how each state, if we go to Michigan, we're gonna get very specific, special things from Michigan. If we go to Virginia, we're gonna have special things about Virginia. Pennsylvania, funny enough, it is selling so quickly. My husband's from Pennsylvania, from Latrobe.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, and we even have Ben Franklin on there. So it's kind of like, you want to talk about Americana, Pennsylvania definitely has little Ben Franklins down here actually. Or is it Thomas Jefferson actually? I'm sorry. But yeah, it's funny to see like how you have Philadelphia. I remember traveling to Pittsburgh, and so you kind of, there's so many ways to use this. Aside from it obviously being a board, right? It's interesting. I mean, so you can kind of decide how it's going to work for you, but I would definitely get one for yourself, hands down. Let's talk about a different board here. I don't know what else I have here to bring. You did New Jersey already?
I pulled up, I'm gonna hold up Texas.
Oh yes, see now I thought, so I have to do a shout out to Julie Truster because she wrote on my wall yesterday on Facebook, she goes, which one you think is gonna sell out first? And I went, out of 55 choices, I said, I think it might be Texas. But it wasn't Texas.
I'll tell you, Texas, when you said in second place, Angela, you mean by popularity? Second best seller is Texas, so you weren't far off.
It wasn't too far.
So think about Texas. Debbie D is from Texas.
Yes.
Nicole Hickel. Ty Mayberry claims, H-Town as well. So, we have a lot of Texas, but guess what? Nicole Hickel and Debbie D live in Florida. If they wanted, and I'll tell you what, people from Texas, they represent. So they're like H-Town, they talk about where they're from, wherever they happen to be. But if you're in Florida, you can't buy a Texas, you can't buy a Georgia, you can't buy a Kentucky or any of that. Right now, we're selling out a few of the states for $24.95, free shipping for the first time ever, an exclusive configuration, which is you get your state board. On the front is all of those unique places and landmarks and things. The other side is smooth, which means it's an actual functional, real live, cut your stuff on it, cutting board. And you're getting the 4x4 coasters with the coaster. I mean, this was all the things.
This is everything you're gonna need. We've never done this before, so the coasters are completely new, and that's something that we wanted to give you to kind of pair nicely with your boards. If you're entertaining, imagine having your coasters out. You maybe got the wine out. Everyone's got their coaster. They know which wine is theirs now, or maybe it's just a lemonade. I mean, it could be so fun.
Really quick, girlfriend. Last call, New Hampshire.
Oh no.
And last call, Rhode Island. Sorry, I'll keep interrupting because I don't want anyone to miss out on their state.
New Hampshire and Rhode Island, you surprised me. I would have never thought that. That's awesome. So you see, State Pride's coming out. It couldn't be a more perfect day to do that 4th of July, right?
Do I not look like a total, like my outfit, I'm holding Texas. I look like the poster child for the Texas cutting board, right? Come to Texas.
Lone Star State.
Lone Star State.
I love it. I love it.
Hey, I was born in Actually, I wonder the city, I was only there for about 6 months, but I wonder, I was born in Killeen.
Was it your first 6 months of life?
First 6 months of life, I was
Texas?
in Killeen, Texas.
You had the first 6 months of
my life. And then I moved to Arizona after that. And in Arizona, I grew up in Kingman. I lived in Phoenix. Like I'm saying, sometimes it's not just one place in your life that has a special, or maybe you had that one family road trip, right?
Yes.
And you all went to Colorado or something, and you always remember that as a core memory.
Absolutely.
Maybe get it for your mom. Maybe, you know, and it's something like, Mom, I really want to thank you for that great family trip we took when I was younger. I think about it all the time. I don't know why I just got emotional.
You see?
I don't know why that made me, like, just thinking, you know, maybe because I'm a mommy, I don't know.
First time I went cross country was with my husband. We drove it the entire time. I remember going to the Grand Canyon. I remember all the states out west that we saw and with my eyes for the first time. And you know, I want to take those pictures. I want to put them up and then have this coordinated board with it. Such a cool wall idea.
Okay, I can't see it from here. Zach, how many does it say sold already on there? 28,000. We're about to click over to 29,000.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Hundreds of people are on the phone, so I know it's a long wait. That's why I say please go to the front of the line by doing hsn.com or the app, 844-181. Coasters, cutting board, the state, as long as we still have it, free shipping, lowest price, $24.95. So we will see you later.
I think I'm back at 1.
1 o'clock.
Yeah, 1 o'clock. We'll see where we're at then.
Yeah, we'll see which states are still available. Also, because it is 4th of July and our birthday and all the things, if you open up an HSN credit card today, the first perk that you get of the card is $50 free dollars to spend on whatever your first item happens to be. And that doesn't say you can't use it on a weekly deal drop or on a clearance and use $50. After that, you get extra flex, VIP financing. Where are you going?
Somewhere. I'm going anywhere on this bike. Anywhere. This thing is pretty cool.